Hello. All right, let's get right into this. This is a Mechanica Argentina guide, also known as Car Mechanic, uh, on Roblox. All right, so you load in. You load in right in front of these garages right here. And I have, I think, a truck and an 8086. But let's say I spawned in. I had no idea what to do, and I've never played this game before other than the licenses. What you want to do, well, since this guide is here, there's no point of even listening to this step. But what you should have done when you started the game is open this little box right here on the top right, and then you'd open the map. You have a map guide. Everywhere you need to go will be right here. There's a bunch of jobs. The purple ones are jobs. The blinds, I'm not sure what that. I'm assuming that's like the shops and stuff where you, yeah, those are shops and stuff. Then interests would be like locations, races, other shops like oh snap, I know there's a shop down here in this little corner right there. There's one also on this side of the map, and then there was also one over there. So there's 3 shops in the game. The first thing you want to do when you load into the game is, of course, get a car. So you'll walk this way. And while walking this way, you're walking towards the car dealership. You don't want to go to the car dealership. The worst thing you want to do, the worst thing to do when you start this game is buying a brand new car immediately, simply because you can just make a car brand new if you do everything right. So since they updated the game, you start with $750,000. So you'll never really have to worry if you follow this guide right and don't just buy a brand new car. Normally you'd follow this little road right here, go straight and go around, but the fastest way is to go through Roberto here. This is the guy that sells the or buys the cars from you, and you can just go all these boxes and you'll just look for the car that you like. So I'll look right now. Alright, so I'm gonna pick this Sentra. I'm pretty sure this is a Sentra, considering how the front looks. Nissan logo should be here, and you'll left click on it. This one's kind of expensive, so my advice is to go for the cheapest car, no matter if you like it or not. See, like 92,000, 88,000, 98, 58. Yeah, so like this one would be like this would be a great first buy if the game didn't already give you $750,000 to start with. And also like this 62, around the 60 to 50,000 budget is the best way to go if you for some reason bought a car from the dealership first. But we'll start with the Sentra, even though it's kind of pricey for a junkyard car. We'll start with this one. So you turn on the car, and the first thing you want to do when you start it is press P, which will turn off your handbrake, and then you could start driving. The best thing to do when you start is follow the way I'm going. This car is really loud, so this is the best way to go. That car is loud too. Jesus. Oh, that's a Miata. Okay, awesome. The best thing to do is avoid the if you get a truck, the best thing to do is avoid cars as much as you can, because a car can just ram into you and you'll just crash. If you're doing the box job, then you'll drop all your boxes. It's kind of crazy. So you'll come here and you'll make this right turn. Around the 100 and over 110 maybe is when you'll start to worry about your engine. Right now I don't have to worry because I already know what I'm doing. So you just stop here, park the car, turn it off. You don't have to turn it off, you just jump out and it turns off. The first thing you should do when you get here, personally I like to buy 2 cans of rust cleaner. You should get rust cleaner. Get 2 cans of rust cleaner. You'll get one bottle of engine oil and one bottle of coolant. I'll just get these steps done now. So the first thing you do is you don't put the coolant or the engine oil in. You could do the rust cleaner first if you want. I'll do that real quick. Some cars require more rust cleaner than others. Some require less. This one requires just the right amount. So 2 cans for the set. 2 cans is what you need for the Sentra. Alright. And the first thing you should do once you get here after buying all that stuff is you're going to want to open your hood. Opening your hood is going to be around where the logo in the car should be. So it'll pop right open. And this is the part where you need to know how to grab your wrench. If you played the tutorial, you should know how to grab your wrench. You hold B and this wheel will pop up. I'm not sure what this question mark is. Your wrench is right here. So you grab your wrench, and you'll look. Okay, fuck. Okay, so you go in your car. Your engine says damaged, of course. It's damaged. It's been in the junkyard for a while. So you're gonna want to fix it, right? The most common issue when people fix their engine is having messed up ignition coils, or electronics in this case would be with spark plugs in the ignition coil. The first thing you're gonna want to do is replace these. So grab your wrench. You go in first person, which is the easiest way to remove something, and you click on it. So after you throw away your ignition coils, you'll want to go inside. You'll find a new pair up here, a new set of ignition coils and spark plug up here, and it's gonna cost 3,300. You just buy it. It'll end up right here. You can't grab things in third person for some reason. Oh, never mind. Okay. Before you weren't able to, but now you can. So you'll grab them. You go up to your car, and then you'll press E to put it inside your engine, and now you have new ignition coils. And you go inside. It'll probably it still says damaged, but the second thing you want to do is change your exhaust manifold. So you grab your wrench again, go in first person, take it out, pick it up again, and you'll want to go buy a new exhaust manifold. I don't know if you can fix them yet. I haven't found a way to, but then you put this in. Let's see if it changes now. Damage still, okay, but it's always good to do this first so you don't have to worry about coming back to the store and doing it later. So you're good to go for the first steps, and now you'll need to go to a shop. The shops will normally be, there's one over here next to the drag strip, which will be on the right side of Ignacio's. And you go down the street all the way to the end and turn right, and you'll find the shop. There's also another one straight down here, and you'll make the right, and you'll find it there. It'll be on your right hand side once you make that right. And then there's also one behind these trees in the park. Personally, I just go wherever. But the best one would probably be this way. The one over here. And I recommend trying to get to your place as fast as possible. Just because your engine is going to heat up really fast because there's no like new coolant or oil in the engine. These are welders, I think. Welders, mergers, whatever. I just call them welders. Basically, they'll fix your parts. The only parts that can be fixed are your engine block, your cylinder head. Yeah, just your engine block and your cylinder head. And let it fall. And you'll you'll put it right there on top of the welder, and this should show up. If this doesn't show up, then do not press that button. Just make sure this shows up. It's gonna show a percentage. It says 53%. That means the wear is on there. This shouldn't go up, obviously. You'll find out after. As you have to make sure this gets to 0. So you'll press the button, and it'll make this loud sound. Now the cylinder head, the engine head it contains the oil, so you're gonna get like a splash under here. Let's see, there's some right there, not because of mine, but some of them will fall out. You'll drop that I think every time you remove your cylinder head from the car, the oil will get removed. So just remember that. If your engine blows up, that's probably because you removed your engine head and you forgot to put new oil in. So you'll do the same thing for this. Those are the only two parts that could get welded. Next, you'll get your air intake. You'll bring it out. This doesn't contain anything. This is just here. And then you'll grab your radiator. So your radiator also has coolant in it. Every time you take it out, you'll lose the coolant. You'll put this in the sink. This is very important. A lot of people that I ask me for help whenever I just chilling in the game will ask me like, why isn't my engine perfect? Why is my parts just not good? They miss this step all the time. You'll always want to wash these both. You can wash it at the same time. I think it takes longer if you wash them at the same time, but that's fine. So you just press this button and then you get this water. And then the final part of the engine will be the battery. The battery is actually very important. This does end up dying no matter how much you charge it, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, I think when it gets to 0, you're just done. You won't be able to fix this battery anymore. So your battery is always going to be important whenever you're fixing up your car or after you finish a race. Just make sure your battery is up to par with the rest of your engine. So the percentage on it is 44. You don't want to press one of these buttons and it'll start going up. Alright, so all of my parts are done. My battery's good. Just remember this, you always want to make sure you put all your engine parts inside the engine bay again, because I know some people forget to do that, and they'll have like a missing cylinder head, or they'll be missing their radiator, and then their car just blows up. But always make sure to put your parts back. And the last step to making sure your engine is good, of course, you'll want to open your inventory, which is the backpack up here. And you'll grab your engine motor oil and you'll put your oil inside there. It should say 100%. I can't show it because I don't have another engine oil bottle. And then you'll put your coolant in, which is the bigger one, and now you're good to go. So the engine should say perfect now, and there you go. And now your engine's perfect, and you basically have a brand new Nissan Sentra. And that's how you play our Argentina Mechanica or car mechanic. There's, you could do this multiple times. I don't know, you'll probably get bored. I enjoy this game when I'm just chilling and driving around in my 86 or my Miata. But yeah, if it doesn't say perfect, you should rewatch it. Make sure you followed all the steps, and you should be good. So yeah. Alright, and some extra steps. We have the spray paint. The spray paint goes off of RGB, so you'll need to know exactly what you want to do. If you want to go, you know, black, you go all zeros. If you want to go white, you go all 100, and you'll get white. If you want like gray, you go like 50. No, 50, 50, 50, and then you'll be able to paint your car however you want. And then you'll have your screwdriver, which you could change your suspension with it. I do recommend having like a decent amount of low suspension, but what I like to do for the back wheel is keep it 1% above the front. So this one's 2.1, this one's just 2. Yeah, but alright, you'll drive. So if you followed me to the shop that I went to, you'll leave and turn this left. This car is so loud. And you'll make this left turn. No, you'll make this right here. Before you go down the street to Ignacio's, you'll go to this right, which is the way to the dealership. And you make this left. And you go to Roberto. So you drive up here. And hold F or whatever if you're on mobile, and it'll say choose a vehicle that you would like to sell, and you'll click on your car and it'll give you the price. Of course, I made over $100,000 in profit, and you'll just repeat the process after you sell it. You'll go back here, go in the back, drive your car, and you'll be finished. Once you get used to that, the best way to make money if you want to keep a vehicle would be a truck. Gas in this game is really expensive, so you'll have to be careful with your gas bar. So the gas bar will be on, like, here, let me show you. The truck job, you'll see the burger right here, and this is the road next to Ignacio's, and the dealership, you'll just want to go straight. So here we are at the other town. You get entered by these little signs right here. The gas station will be, as soon as you enter the town, you just keep on going straight. It'll PGS right here. You go in, it doesn't really matter how you're going as long as you go in. So yeah, you have to get out the vehicle. The car will immediately, or should immediately, handbrake and turn off. So you go up to the fuel, grab this, hold F, you'll go to, it's ask you to go to your car, click on your car, you click on it, and it'll say pump fuel, buy and exit. Exit is obviously to get off of the screen. Pump fuel is to enter fuel, and buy is when you're ready after you pump the fuel. So depending on how much fuel, obviously, will be the price. I don't know how much it is for a liter for my car. So 1 liter is $722 in game, which is a lot of money. Considering you actually need to put like a ton of gas. So we'll go halfway and see how much that shows. Alright, so this is about halfway. It's gonna be 6,357. Let's actually go a little bit higher. Okay, so for 25 liters of gas, it's gonna be 18,781. That's a lot. Since I didn't really have to fill the whole thing, not really. I think for the whole thing it's probably like $40,000. So if you're like low on gas, I wouldn't recommend filling up the whole way. I'd probably do it around half or like 40%, which is probably the best way. I think trucks actually cost the most when it comes to buying gas. There's another truck there. Wow. Okay, so after you get out of there, you'll come to this little warehouse thingy, right? Normally, the best way to do it is to back up into here. This guy's gonna hit my car, my truck. And you go up to Daniel, and you request a job. Okay, this guy stole the last delivery job. There we go. $49,826. So that's why it's not really good to spend a lot of money on gas, because the outcome when you get paid isn't really convenient. But you'll get paid more than this, I'm pretty sure. He already took the job, so I'm just gonna keep my car there. Oh, 67,000, nice. And you'll just put the boxes in here. Doesn't really matter how, as long as you get them in here. It's always good to get a big truck, or like a big size like mine, where I can fit 2 big boxes. I should have just left 1 big box and just grabbed the other 2 small boxes, but it's fun. And you get out and you grab the boxes, and you just drop it. Sometimes the drop off area will be like out in the open or something, and you'll just be able to drive your truck there and just let it be job finished. And here, I could show you actually to where you can just drive up to the area and just leave it there. Yeah, and as you can see, we definitely made more than $2,000. Alright, so we're back in spawn. I'm gonna spawn my car. There's one more job that you guys can do in game, and that is the pickup. This is kind of like a taxi job. So you'll come to the dealership. You'll pass Roberto, and it'll be right here, Remisa El Lol. So you just go to Laura. It doesn't matter what it says, but you just press accept, and they'll spawn in your car. I kind of feel bad for this guy because he wanted to get in my car, but where's the checkpoint? There should be a checkpoint. Oh yeah, there's the blue checkpoint over there, and you'll just go to the checkpoint. This guy's blocking my car. I think the favorite thing about this game is that the handbrake changes every time you do it. Yeah, so I made 7,000. Yeah, so that's how you play the game. That's a start. In the next video, I'll show you guys how to modify your engine. As you can see, this one's stock, so it won't matter. Alright, so that's it for this video. This is just it really is a beginner's guide, considering I basically went through everything in the game. That's everything you'll really need to know. If you want to play the game a different way, that's also no problem. I just did the most efficient way. I did it for me. If you guys are interested in drag racing or just racing, I can show you guys to my best ability, just because I don't really race like that. And yeah, but if you guys want to learn more about modding or drag racing, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys. But other than that, you guys have a good night, and good night. Never mind. /e dance. There we go.